What's up, YouTube? It was Tool Review here back again. Gonna do a quick toolbox tour, get right back into it, no wasting time. Show you guys what we got. Got some new stuff. Been away for a while. New job, new promotion. Been consuming a lot of time, so I'm back on it. So here's my primary draw. We got the 60-inch Husky by 24. The actual drawer or area, you know, from top to bottom is the depth. Their depth is actually, they say 24, but it's actually like 19 and a half, 19 and 3/4. But still pretty good when you compare it to like a Craftsman or Milwaukee or something like that. Even some of the Harbor Freights don't have as much surface area to store tools, or at least have full access to the tools. All right, so what we have in here, you know, we have our metric side, we have our SAE side. As far as the brands, we've got Kobalt, we've got Matco, we've got Craftsman, we've got Snap-on, we've got SK, we've got Blue Point, we've got Kobalt, and we got a little bit of everything in here. Pittsburgh, it goes chrome 1/2 inch, impact 1/2 inch, chrome 3/8, impact 3/8, chrome 1/4 inch, impact 1/4 inch. Like whenever you're going to need an impact for 1/4 inch, but whatever, we got them anyway. Some of them, like I said, are the Matco ADV brands. We've got Craftsman, we've got SK, we've got Silver Eagle, which you're not able to see that, but that's a Silver Eagle, and so on and so forth. Tried to fill everything in as I possibly could, but I mean, I'm never going to be using all of these sockets anyway, so you know, but I got them, and as you see, I do use some of them. I also have a couple of the Snap-on swivels. Pick these up, you know, like off Craigslist or something like that for like a few dollars for the both of them, 15 and a 19. Got some Torx, got some Snap-on extension, which I wish I had more of these. These are the straight. I don't have any wobbles. I would love to get some more of those just to kind of round it out. 1/4 inch drive stuff here. You know, I've got Carlisle, I've got Craftsman, I've got Kobalt. This is the Kobalt that's made by Williams with the Snap-on date code on it. I just have a little converter there from a 1/4 inch drive to a 3/8 drive. Breaker bars, Wright, Snap-on, Pittsburgh, Harbor Freight. This is a Snap-on, old Snap-on, completely rusted out. I restored it, or at least cleaned it up. Cornwell extensions, Craftsman breaker bar, flex head, traditional breaker bar. I've got about 8 or 9 Snap-on ratchets now. The F80s, the FHL80s, the Nunn locking, the Nunn flex head, the flex head. Replaced the grips under the grips were chewed up. Put new grips, new gears, all that stuff. So they basically been refurbished. Picked up a couple of the F80s off of Craigslist. This was like $20. This was like $30. Got 2 of those. Got some of the older Snap-on stuff. Then I've got some SK, some Armstrong, and then an old Firestone ratchet. All together, I've got about 25 ratchets, I believe. You know, various drive sizes. Matco, SK, Snap-on, Craftsman, you name it. Then I've got gear wrench stuff there, which I just dropped that out. Gear wrench extensions, 1/4 inch drive, 3/8 drive, magnets. This is old Harley Davidson, but it's built by Wright with the Snap-on date code on there. Silica for preventing rust out here in the Midwest. A bunch of extensions. I've got a couple Apex Tool brand extensions. I don't know anything about Apex. Maybe someone out there does. If you do, please leave me a comment. But let me know if they're worth anything or if they're a good brand. I picked up a ton of these from like a secondhand store because he had them all there and he wanted like 10 cents a piece. So I bought all of those. I think they're impact grade. They're certainly older. They're not nothing new. Then I've got this weird one which has the 3/8 or half-inch drive on one side and the octagonal shape on the other, which also looks like it has a button there for a socket or some sort. So let me know if you know what that is. More sockets. All the stuff that's stacked up here on top is extra stuff, you know, brand new SK sockets that I've got maybe warrantied out or something like that, and they replace. I got all that extra stuff there. A bunch of other bits and pieces here. Here's another Apex tool. Looked on Craigslist for this. There's your part number. Oh, there's your part number. And this thing was like quarter drive. It was like either $40 or $60. I'm not sure, but I don't know why. So hopefully someone can tell me why this is so expensive, or more about Apex. Maybe I'll send you something from my channel. Matco Will Luck kit, SK. These are all the SK spark plug sockets. Those are the swivel, or the what do you call them? Help me out here. I totally forgot, but you know what I'm saying. And then I've also got the fixed style as well. Got a bunch of those. Various extra sockets. This drawer does light up, but I'm not going to turn the strobes and all that crap on. Pittsburgh Will Lock kit, Wright breaker bars, MIT quarter-inch drive air ratchet, and that Cornwell Blue Power. Once again, I can't think of these things. Swivel kit, or I can't think of the name of them. I'm shooting a blank right now. I guess I probably can't say that. I'm drawing a blank right now. But yeah, you know, swivel sockets, I guess. And then the Crescent X6 pass-through kit, which I've not yet to use, but I feel if I ever do lower control arms or something like that, I'll be using that. Spline drive. So that's the top. Oh, yeah. Then I almost forgot again. OEM tools, extraction kit, gear wrench, swivels, Craftsman swivels, Snap-on, quarter-inch drive socket set. And then I always pay homage to the military and police, because I support both entities very strongly. Okay, so that's it for that. Then we go down and wrench jar number 1. This is my metrics. We've got Craftsman, we've got Matco, we've got SK, we've got Craftsman, we've got SK, we've got Proto, we've got Mac, we've got Gear Wrench, we got Cobalt. These are all the Cobalts that are made by Williams. Once again, that has the Snap-on date codes there. If you don't believe me, look it up. But that's what these are here. And I've got more Gear Wrench, stubbies, ratcheting, Proto, crow's feet, Snap-on. The one size you always tend to lose is the one size that I was able to find at an auction, number 10, which is odd because everyone loses that. But everything else, you know, so fairly good brands there. Let's see here. Let's power through it. Duralast, SK, Craftsman, Tech10, Craftsman, Cobalt, ratcheting. Cannot find these again. These are awesome wrenches. Flex head, very tight gearing. You know, probably about a 5-degree arc swing there between when you try to grab another gear, but that's not bad. Mac tools, more gear wrench, you name it. There you go. SK channel lock with the channel lock flank drive style grips, which is pretty good wrench. All right, gear wrench, flex head. These are not flex head, but these are the ratcheting, but they have the switch. Whereas if you remember the previous jar, these do not have the switch. So got a set of those. Craftsman mixed a mixed bunch of wrenches there. SK, bunch of stuff here. SK, rigid. These were restored. I restored one for me, one for my little 2-year-old son. This is my son Luke's. Luke does have his own toolbox. He does plan to do a toolbox tour at some point in time when he learns how to talk better, but we'll get there. More Craftsman stuff, Cobalt stuff. There you go. Allen hex keys, gear wrench, metric and standard, line wrenches, Stillman Pro, complete set of ratchets given to me by Ford Truck Guy. Love you, man. Thank you so much for these. I have used them. They are awesome. Gear wrench, inverted hex, Torx, E-Torx, square drive, all kinds of stuff there. That's a full set. That's an awesome set. Tecton impact driver, gear wrench, long pick set, Lyle pick, Tecton rear drum brake kit, Matco trim panel kit, and the Craftsman breaker bars, which everybody and their mother has. Then a bunch of bits here and additional hex or Torx. Big old wrenches, Wilton wrenches, custom built 3-pound hammer. Picked this up at an estate auction. That is the gentleman's name who passed away, and I have his hammer. I will never get rid of that because that's pretty cool. Pittsburgh dead blow Cornwell large axle nut kit all the way up to 39mm. That's an awesome kit. Got it for free. Pawn shop. Matco or Mac Tools timing light, 6 volt, I think it is. Let's see here. I think it's a 6 volt. Yeah, 12 volt, 6 volt. Somebody wants that, let me know. I may give it to you. DeWalt impact gun, 1/2-inch drive, electric heat gun, air tool, oil, and a bunch of other stuff. There's stuff underneath here that I don't even remember that I have, but I don't have time to go through all that. Snap-on, Matco, Craftsman, grip, screwdrivers. Hey, they're screwdrivers. You know what I'm talking about. I'm flying through this today, guys. Pliers, Knipex, whatever, Kleins, channel locks, all my custom vintage stuff that I've restored. Check out Scout Crafter if you're interested in restoring old vintage tools. Scout Crafter, he does awesome YouTube videos and taught me how to restore rusty old tools and make them beautiful again. Cobalt, bunch of channel lock stuff. There's a story behind every tool in this drawer, so it's just not something I picked up. There is a story behind who owned these. There's a story behind all of those. There's a story behind pretty much everything that I buy. Junk drawer, bits and saw blades and battery terminals, ratchet, and meters and knives and stud finders and calipers and micrometers and tweezers and you name it, they're in there. SK socket sets, Craftsman socket sets, another vintage socket set that I can't remember the name of it. Air fitting tools, what do you call it? 12-piece rethreading kit. This is a holster for pliers. Stanley high voltage screwdrivers. Really cool set. Pick these up from Lowe's for a few bucks. There we go. Like that kit. Like 10 bucks or something like that. Bunch of other stuff down there that is just piled in there. And then Andy Tailgate Tech and Bearded Yakin, what's up? Bunch of stuff. Not gonna pull it all out, too much to try to get into, but I've got lettering kits, I've got bits, I've got extra Craftsman socket sets, complete set, metric and standard. Wheel lock kits for GM vehicles, pulley puller kit by Lyle. Another full Cobalt emergency set there of sockets and ratchets. Suspension kits and brake drum kits and coil spring kits. I mean, just packed full of additional bits and oil filter socket things and funnels and you name it, it's in there. So I'm not going to go through all of that because it is late and I am tired and I got to go to the old Walmart with the wife here in a few minutes. I don't have a I do have a lot of air tools. I don't have a lot of battery operated at the moment. I do plan to get a Snap-on CT761 Impact 3/8 drive, but this is currently what I use, and I just throw a 3/8 drive chuck on there, or bit, and it works pretty well. That's the battery for that. Cobalt, I use electric powered trimmer and stuff like that in the summer. Some jackass, I didn't say the cuss word, decided to weld this hex into a Snap-on socket, which made me mad. So I'm going to put this on the lathe at my buddy's house, and we're going to machine that out, and then I'm going to use the socket, because after all, it's Snap-on. Snap-on radio. This is like the toolbox one here. I got the Snap-on checker set. Maybe giving that away. And then this is old radio. I may give that away. I don't know. I don't really use it. Just kind of sits there. And then Snap-on cup, which doesn't really do much of anything, but just collects bugs. Bunch of junk there. And I've got all that is tools, which we're not even going to get into. So yeah, this is Midwest tool review here once again. Getting you guys caught up on what I got. Hope you like it. Leave me a comment.